Good morning, ladies. I wanted to make a quick video for you today. I know it's been a while since I posted. We have had several instances of several plaguish type illnesses throughout my house and with my two toddlers, so I just haven't had time to sit down and write anything, but I decided to go ahead and make a video. I've been talking to a lot of people, and it seems to me that the one request I'm getting the very most is, help me out with recruiting. So I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about objections. Now, what an objection is when you offer someone the product and they say anything that isn't yes. So I need to talk to my husband. I don't have time. Talk to me in the spring. What those are called are reflex objections. Now, it is the reflex when someone asks you to part with any amount of money. The reflex is to say no. And the reason for that is, that $99. We're not actually asking them to part with $99. We're asking them to part with everything in the world they can buy for $99. So as long as I have that $99 in my hand, I own everything in the whole world that can be purchased for $99. So when we're getting a reflex objection, what that basically means is it means we haven't built up enough value in the product that the person is actually, your recruit is actually saying, I own everything in the world for $99, but this kit and becoming a consultant for Jamberry is what I'm going to take home with that $99. My trainer used to tell a really awesome story about how he wanted a new barbecue grill. He wanted a nice big gas grill, and he saved for almost a year. And he went in, I think it was like the Labor Day or the Memorial Day, big grill blowout, and he was standing in front of this grill that he'd had a picture of on his wall for a year, that he'd just been salivating over, and it was $350. And he stands there for a little while, and he starts thinking, $350. That's a lot of money. I've been grilling hot dogs on my little round charcoal Walmart special for 15 years now, and people come over to my house and they have a good time, and my hamburgers and hot dogs taste great. I don't really need this. And he actually stood there and talked himself out of buying this grill that he'd been saving up for a year because it just didn't hold enough value for him. So our job as consultants and our job as salespeople is to make sure that our potential recruits understand the value that they're getting when they buy this kit. They understand that, they're not just parting with $99. I think everyone on my team made $99 back in the first month. So they're not necessarily losing anything. It's fear of loss that really inspires us to reflex object and say no. So I want you to memorize a mnemonic device. It's called LARC, LARC. And what that stands for is listen, address, respond, close. So when someone gives us a reflex objection, I need to talk to my husband. We need to first of all understand that they wouldn't be talking to us about signing if they didn't want to sign. So when we address their response, we're not being pushy. We're trying to understand why they're suddenly changing their mind, why they suddenly have lost interest in becoming a salesperson. I need to talk to my husband is the most common reflex objection. And basically that's taking the responsibility off of yourself. Well, I'm not saying no to you. I'm saying I need to talk to my husband. Oh, goodness, my husband said no. It wasn't me. I didn't say no to you. So really what you want to do first is ask a question. Okay, so what do you need to talk to your husband about? And then really, really listen. We want to listen to what our customers say. A lot of salespeople seem pushy because they're not listening to your objection. They're not listening to your reason for waiting. They're listening for an opportunity to jump in and try to sell you again. That's not the measure of a good salesperson. That's not the measure of good customer service. And that's not the measure of a successful person. There's a big difference between being sold and being served. So listen to what your customer is saying and understand what the actual objection is, because I need to talk to my husband is 99.99% not the reason that they're objecting. So find out why. they're suddenly hesitant? Are they afraid they're losing $99? Are they unable to scrape together $99 right now? You know, for me, $99 is diapers for my kids for a month. I've got twins. So, first of all, understand what the objection is. Address the objection. Okay, I understand that $99 might seem like a big deal, a lot of money to part with right now, but I will let you know that every single person on my team has made that $99 back within the first month or two of signing. So you're going to see that money back potentially even before Christmas, depending on how hard you work. It's this industry really isn't hard to sell product in. I actually kind of regret I could have signed back when Genevieve signed, and I waited 3 months, and I really regret that because that's 3 months worth of money that I just lost out on. That I could have been a team manager by now, but here I am working on lead consultant today. So listen, address, and we want to respond to the actual objection, not to, I will need to talk to my husband, but we need to respond to what the actual objection is. And then once we've responded to the objection, we want to close them again. Okay, so do you want to book a party and use part of your hostess rewards to pay for that kit? Or do you want to just go ahead and get it today? Listen, address, respond, close. You always want to close again. If you don't close them again, the conversation is over. It ends on a weird note. And we just don't end up with an actual recruit. So that's all I've got to say today. It looks like I need to go take care of some Thomas the Train. I will talk to you ladies again soon. Have a happy Small Business Saturday.